Toning 101, basics of toning. You need to understand your color wheel. So take your color wheel out. Usually you'll get a color wheel from your supply house, whatever color line you use. I use Davines View for toning, and so this comes with my Davines View handout, and you can look at your color wheel. When you're looking at your color wheel, you'll be able to see what is across from each other, and those are going to cancel each other out. So if you have hair that is very yellow, if you add purple or violet to it, that will cancel out the yellow. If you have dark hair that lifts very red, lots of red undertones in it, if you add green to it, that will cancel out some of the red. If you have hair that lifts to orange, if you look across the color wheel, blue or ash is going to cancel out that orange. Having a little tool like this is also super handy. This is from AshleyNormanHair.com, and this also has a little color wheel on it, but it also shows you underlying pigment for different levels. So let's say somebody lifts to a level 8, we can see that the underlying pigment is yellow orange. So if we're trying to cancel out that warmth in yellow orange hair, we will look at our color wheel, and across from yellow orange we are going to need some violet and maybe even some ash. What we actually decide to tone with depends on what our client is going for, what they actually lifted to. So let's say that client that lifted to a 7-8 yellow orange wants to be a really neutral blonde. When toning, we can't tone lighter than the hair lifted to it. If it lifted to a 7-8, I would probably tone down to the level 7. So anything you tone with is going to have to be a level 7, and then you can choose the colors. This little tool will even show us that at a level 8, if we are trying to neutralize some of those tones, we're going to need some blue and violet, which could be ash and violet. Look at my chart from Davines View, and if I'm trying to get my level 7 blonde to a very neutral blonde, I'm wanting to counteract some of those warm tones, I'm going to tone with 7-2-1. So that's going to have the 2 represents violet and the 1 represents ash in the Davines. I know that's just kind of like the iceberg of toning. So if you have more questions, if this brings more questions up, I'm happy to do more videos. I love coloring and the chemistry of it, so I'm happy to help if I can.